Hello and welcome to the Freedym Show. My name is Ryan Lee, the founder of Freedym.com, the number one resource for heart-centered lifestyle entrepreneurs. And right now, you're listening to the Freedym Show. This is the daily show featuring the best 10 minutes of fluff-free advice, teaching you how to create a true lifestyle business. Because it's not just about the money, it's about the freedom. And we just created a brand new 100% free online community. Just head on over to freedym.com/breakfast. That's freedym.com/breakfast. And you're in. Now, today, we've got Dave Rogenmoser, and he is going to show us the secrets of LinkedIn. We're going to be diving into LinkedIn today. If you want to learn more about Dave, he's an entrepreneur, he's a consultant, he's a coach, and he's going to rock it. The site is 6K Success. That's the number 6. That's the letter K, success.com. Dave, 10 minutes on. You ready for some LinkedIn?
I'm ready to go, man. Let's do it.
All right, because I know you have a lot of clients, you teach them consulting, but you're getting them mostly through LinkedIn. Now, before we started recording, you said something that was interesting, that how should we approach LinkedIn in terms of mindset?
Yeah, so I think, again, when most people get a LinkedIn profile, they automatically get squeezed into the mold of, okay, well, how does LinkedIn want me to do this? You know, where do I need to put my name or my title or all these different things? But even kind of stepping back from that, I think it's important to remember that your LinkedIn profile is simply a web page. And you should think of it the same way you'd think if you were building your own website or building your own landing page. And when you do that, it kind of changes each aspect of the LinkedIn site. And so when I look at it now, I'm kind of asking the question, okay, what is the conversion that I want to come out of this? When a visitor hits my LinkedIn page, what do I want them to do? What action do I want them to take? And when I come at it from that mindset, now I don't have to necessarily fit into all of the little details that LinkedIn, wants me to do. I don't have to follow all the rules. I can start to use things in a way that's meaningful for me and the visitor that I'm trying to attract. And so that simple mindset shift, I kind of had, a few months ago and started, really testing that. And it really kind of totally changed the game for how I get clients now.
Yeah, I know when you told me that, it made me suddenly think about it differently, because I always think of LinkedIn like a virtual resume. So with that being said, now we're looking at it more like a landing page. Let's tackle just a few big things. If we were to start with those fresh pair of glasses, what's the first thing we look at our LinkedIn profile in terms of changing or optimizing?
Yeah, well, I think you got to remember and know, okay, what are the rules that LinkedIn has, and how can you kind of find those loopholes or find those leverage points in there. And I think one thing to note is that when you look at somebody else's profile or when somebody is searching for you, they can only see a very little bit about you. So really you just have, kind of like Twitter, you've got like 140 characters to really show them, enough about you to hook them to go click on your profile. And so I think, if we're talking about like the 80-20 of this, it would come down to really two things. First of all is your name, which most people just throw up. I used to have this, Dave Rogenmoser. It's like, sweet, like I just missed out on a big real estate opportunity as far as what people can see about my profile before clicking on it. Mm-hmm. And so I think if you're going to make one change, it's to simply put, your name, comma, and then what you do. Your name, comma, and then what you have. So right now I've got Dave Rogenmoser, Facebook marketing expert, because that's what we do. We do digital marketing consulting and run Facebook ads and other, digital activities for people in the marketing space. And so right there, I took something that, most people waste, and now I've got kind of a hook. So now somebody might see that and say, oh, wow, like I need a Facebook marketing expert. Oh, I've had questions about Facebook. So again, if you're going to change one thing, I think that little tweak right there kind of, doubles the real estate that you have already.
Okay, so that's a good one. So your name, comma, what it is you do, whether it's Facebook marketing expert, body transformation specialist, something. Give me Number 2, where else do we go, Dave?
Yeah, so the second one is going to be where most people just put their title. I think this is what LinkedIn actually asks you to put there. It's like right below your name. And so most people would say, I might say CEO of Market Results. Well, again, like if those two things, Dave Rogenmoser, CEO of Market Results, are all people see, like no one's going to click on that. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to talk to me. They want the benefit that I can give them. And so what I did is I simply went in there and I asked a question and then kind of give my value proposition in that, what's kind of a subheader now. So instead of CEO or my title, I ask this question. I say, feel like your marketing dollars aren't quite working? Let me show you how profitable Facebook ads can be, period. And now I fit in this entire question.
That's in your title.
Yes, it's all right below the name. And so, most people, Facebook, or LinkedIn calls it the professional headline, and I just squeeze all that in there and it works great.
Yeah, right away, those 2 tips are definitely going to make you stand out because I really don't know anyone doing that.
Yeah, totally. So, even that, like, I looked at a few profiles last night before I went and played basketball, and I come back and somebody had messaged me, I looked at this person, they're literally like a perfect client for us, messaged me back and he said, hey, Dave, can you show me how profitable Facebook ads can be? Check out my Facebook page and call me. And it's like, gave me the cell phone number, like, that did not used to happen. I used to, beg to talk to people like that, and now they're coming after me simply because they just, I asked that question, and he wants the answer to that. And so just hugely, hugely powerful if you even make those 2 changes right there.
I love it. Is there, I like to push the envelope here on the Freedom Show. Is there another one? Is there another thing we can do?
I could go all day, but let's. We
got 4 more minutes. Give me another good 1 or 2 nuggets.
Yeah, I'll just give one, kind of the next most powerful one here, I'd say, is the summary section. And this is one I see a lot of people getting wrong, where, again, they're just going to kind of throw their resume up there, and they're going to talk about all the boring things that they've done that nobody cares about. And, again, I had this too. And now, here's what I've done with the summary. You got to think of it like a sales page. You've got to write sales copy in there. And you've got to remember that, they're only going to, read a few of those sentences. Unless you're really good, they'll read, more than that, but only a few. And you've really got to hook them in that summary. And so here's what I have in mind. I say we are laser focused on results and ROI with Facebook advertising for our clients. So automatically, I'm talking about them there. And then I say this, for all my LinkedIn connections, I have a special offer. And then I just give, my little offer. Contact me to reveal your top 2 to 3 competitors' marketing strategies for free. And I'll do this at no cost in exchange for a testimonial and 20 minutes of your time. So here I've got something, I kind of, make them the prize in this, that for my LinkedIn connections, I've got a special offer. So now people are going to want to connect with me. And they feel special because it's just for LinkedIn connections. And then again, I give them a way to take a next step with me. It's not just vague. They know, hey, I'd like to enter into this 20-minute strategy session with Dave where he's going to show me my 2 to 3 competitors and what they're doing online. And so, and again, there's a call to action at the end of that. And so I'm really trying to think, how do I make the most of their, 10 seconds on my profile and get them to click send message or call the number on there.
And by making these 3 simple changes, tell me results before and results after.
Yeah, so when I was just getting started, I was like, doing like direct mail and things like that and just wasn't getting any clients. I started doing this after like 3 months of the direct mails, 0 clients. I started doing this and literally like 5 days later, I had somebody reach out to me and ended up, closing it for, I believe it was like a $3,800 a month deal that thing brought me. And so, that client is still with me. So we're talking, $50,000, including other clients, stuff like that. I get almost all of my clients to this now. You can kind of get, I'd say 1 to 4 a month using some of these strategies if you do them well.
If you're not doing consulting, you could funnel them to products and programs that you're delivering. And one last thing. So once you make the changes, what are you doing are you just being passive? You're like, hey, I'm going to sit back and let them find me? Are you connecting with people? Are you sending messages? Give me the number 1 strategy for you to get in front of them.
Yeah, totally. No, I'm glad you asked. And so really what we do, it's almost like hilariously simple. I just run this. I've got this plugin for Chrome browser. It's called Autopilot for LinkedIn. You can go look it up, or maybe we'll put a link here or something. And basically what it allows me to do, it allows me to look at and view 1,000 profiles a day in my target market. And so it just runs through and it just views all these people. And I can search for CEOs or search for, roofers or certain industry or whatever I want. And simply by doing that, people will look back at my profile.
Because you viewed them. They say,
totally.
because people are like, hey, who's been looking at my profile?
Totally. And so I used to get real nervous about that. I used to get real nervous, and I didn't want people to know I was looking at their profile. Yeah. And now I'm like, I look at 7,000 profiles a week, and it's funny. Like, so often people will respond to me and they'll say, like, you won't believe it, Dave, because I was just thinking about getting into Facebook and you happened to look at my profile today. Like, I get that type of message all the time because I just kind of got there at the right time, totally free. I'm not running any ads. It's not ad spend there. Yeah. And again, they will send message to me just straight from doing that all day. So that's kind of how I drive the traffic and get in front of the people.
Yeah, I actually hadn't, you said that simple. I had no idea. I actually never even heard of that.
Yeah.
Look you learned it here, folks, at the Freedym Show. So with that being said, our 10 minutes are up. We are going to be signing off. To learn more about Dave, check his site out, 6ksuccess.com. And this is Ryan Lee signing off. Don't forget, sign up for a free group at freedym.com/breakfast, freedym.com/breakfast. And have no fear, my fellow freedom fighter. Tomorrow I'll be back. We're here 7 days a week. We never stop at the Freedym Show. Have an amazing day. Take care. See you tomorrow.